Simon Jacobson here, and welcome to another episode of Meaningful Live. A new year, a new calling. How will you answer? This program is dedicated by Maria Mancano in loving memory of Zalman Palma Gaudio. With the new year, the Hebrew New Year upon us, Rosh Hashanah, let me begin by wishing you, each one of you, the very blessed, sweet, meaningful, fulfilling, abundant year, materially and spiritually, all in good health, with much joy and celebration from your families, communities, your corner of the world. And above all, the fulfillment of your calling, your personal calling, your unique mission in this world, to illuminate and to inspire and to transform your corner of the world into a beautiful, beautiful garden. Life can be both very simple and very complex. At times, when I think about it, when you step back and think of a new year, you put things into perspective, you get out of the minutia and the details. And a good way perhaps to frame it would be, are you part of the problem or part of the solution? Are you making things more challenging, or are you helping bring some healing to the ails of our world? I often mention that there are three types of people. People who make things happen, people who watch things happen, and people who ask what has happened. In our voyeuristic generation, with technology inundating us, a lot of us are watching things happen. Some of us are asking what happened. But to embrace your mission is above all is to be proactive, to make things happen. And that's being part of the solution. So with a new year upon us, the mystics tell us a new energy enters into existence. So it's also a new calling. It's recognizing that you come to this world with an indispensable role to play that you and only you can accomplish. It's your song. Only you can sing it. We all complement each other. We all need each other. If you really focus and think of life in that context, it really can make things very simple. Because then everything else you're doing in life is a means, are instruments, tools, preparation, props, all directed toward that particular mission. So finding your mission really means looking inside yourself. What are you? What are you good at? What are your opportunities? What is your unique value proposition, so to speak? And then directing it towards some higher calling, something greater than just self-interest. That is the best way to prepare for a new year. To see it as a new calling. And as such, to look at it, as I said, ask, are you responding? And how are you responding? It's extremely empowering to know when you wake up in the morning that you're not just reacting to events around you, but you're asking yourself, what am I going to do today to help fulfill my mission? And I'll use myself as an example to make it practical. I've been blessed, for better or for worse, ability to communicate, to write, to teach, to inspire. How well I do, I'll let others decide. My mission is to use those skills to do exactly that, to help bring strength, clarity, direction, and guidance to people, including to myself. Because there are many blocks, there are many impediments, distractions. There's a lot of pain, trauma, suffering in the world that often blocks and doesn't allow us to see and recognize our own identity, our own strengths, our own song. So to help someone sing their song is a tremendous honor and gift. And that's what I do now. I wake up in the morning, yes, jump out of bed, and throughout the day think, what can I do in that direction? Obviously, there are things you can do in the immediate, things you plan. The very fact that I'm speaking to you right now didn't come out of nowhere. It came out of many years of using the platforms that are available to us, technology. I remember the early years, we were just using a little webcam. There was no YouTube. And we just had a recording of a class. When YouTube came around and made it so easy to both store and distribute. And the same with other platforms. And what is the message? The message is to help individuals find their calling, find their mission, to give strength, inspire, motivate. You can do exactly the same with whatever vocation, whatever work you're at, whatever your career is, your strengths. And even if it's not your particular strength, what does it take every day to share a few kind words in an email, in a social media, in a text, or in other channels and platforms that are available to us? This is how we make that mark, that contribution. So in that sense, it's quite simple. What makes it complex is because there's so many distractions, so much out there, all the options upon options. And instead of you directing and driving what you should be doing, is these options, all these things that are streaming at us, inundating us, demanding our attention, that end up driving what you do. I repeat this so many times, but it's still worthwhile sharing. You ask someone, who are you? And often they'll give you their business card. And when I say, but this is what you do, not who you are. This is your work. So some people look at me with a blank stare. Others will say, what can I say? I've been doing it so long, what I do has become who I am. The ship is telling the captain where to go. Instead of who you are dictating what you should be doing, what you're doing is dictating who you are. Now, it doesn't always mean that responsibilities and expectations of others are not important, but you should be driving your ship. Your soul should be telling your body what to do, not your body should be telling your soul what to do. And that's the introspection and soul search that we do as we reach a new year. The new energy, the new opportunities, the new calling. Very powerful verse in the beginning of Genesis, after Adam and Eve were created with a mission of doing exactly that, illuminating their world, turning it into a divine garden. So of course they transgressed, they ate from the tree of knowledge. And they were embarrassed, they were ashamed. In a sense, they betrayed themselves, they betrayed their calling, their destiny. And the Bible tells us that God comes into the garden and says, looking for Adam and Eve who were hiding, he says, where are you? He says to Adam. And of course he knew where he was. The question really was not just where you are physically, where are you spiritually? Are you present? Are you with me? Are you living up to your calling? It's the ultimate question. Where are you? Where do you stand? You could be sitting near someone and know exactly where they're sitting, but they're not present. You don't feel they're with you. Their minds, their hearts are elsewhere. Where have you wandered off? You were given a royal, majestic, glorious mission to fulfill. And what are you doing with your life? Busy with petty, immediate needs, survival. Your calling, your mission. An astronaut is sent to space. And then suddenly forgets his mission. And he's busy playing some games or doing some other nonsense. And he asks, where are you? You were sent on a mission. We're all dependent on you. We're waiting for you. That's the call of Rosh Hashanah, of the new year. And our answer has to be, I'm right here. Yes, I may have been distracted a bit, but I'm refocusing myself. I'm recalibrating. Because the greatest and most important thing of your life is fulfilling your calling. So ask yourself, what is my mission in this world? And where do I stand in regard to fulfilling it? That is the eternal question. Now, many of us may be doing a lot of good things, taking care of our families, making a living. No one's denying those are important things. But above all, what is the unique mission of how you do that? And what direction? And when you keep focused in that direction, and you're passionate about it, you move worlds. Literally, you move worlds. So this is what I would like to say, my wish to each of you. As I said at the outset, discover your mission. Embrace it. Live it. And you do so by cognitively and emotionally and behaviorally aligning yourself, which means every day studying or reading something that's spiritual and inspiring. Emotionally stimulating through a song, a poem, a prayer, a relationship. And behaviorally conditioning yourself by doing an extra kind deed, a good act, something virtuous, giving, charitable, altruistic. That's how you exercise the very muscles of your spirit. And when you exercise them, they expand and they grow. And they also serve as a catalyst to motivate you to do more. You have so much to give, so much to illuminate. And you do so through your job and through your work, not suggesting dropping everything you're doing. It's infusing it with this deeper purpose. We have many challenges in life today, many, on so many levels, internally, personally, psychologically, emotionally, politically, relationships, what our friends, all these so-called given experiences are in question today because so many other things are taking us and distracting us and taking our attention to directing our attention to other things. So when the curtain comes down on a new year and a new energy enters into this world, this is the time to think about it. This is the time to take on the right resolutions. But not just resolutions that last for one night, one day, but permanent ones, because they resonate from within. Ask yourself these questions. What is my calling, and where do I stand? That's the first step. The wise person's question is half an answer. The first step toward finding the answers. Again, may you be blessed with everything you need and even beyond your wildest expectations, materially, spiritually, all in the best of health. And use your great potential to actualize it in transforming your part of the world into a divine garden, a beautiful world of peace and harmony, respect, and helping people spread their wings and accomplishing their unique mission. Thank you so much. It's an honor as we end and begin a new Hebrew year. It's an honor to be with you. Thank you for inviting me into your homes. into your offices, into your hearts and souls. I have no words to express my appreciation. And I hope you allow me the opportunity to continue doing so. And just as you allow me into your hearts, I welcome you into mine. If these words have been meaningful to you, please share them. Please subscribe to our offerings. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts, your feedback, your comments. Shana Tova, blessed year.